Alright, here's a little part 2 for you. So I've got all this, most of this wood pulled out, just a little mess on the ground. All this stuff needs something to be done with it. Here it was in my wood pile and I can't even use it. It needs to be split or it's too long, so I'll come back and cut all that up. Cut it to length, and then in the back here, this is the actual good usable wood that I had all laying in a pile. Now it's nicely stacked but neat. I got, I don't know, about a cord there. Looks good, much better. So when I come out here now to get wood, I can see that everything's going to be the right length. I'm not wasting any energy trying to bring wood back to the house that doesn't even fit in the stove. Is it perfect? No. A couple mistakes I made here is the bottom of that pile actually hangs out past the drip edge of the roof a little bit. So, you know, nobody's perfect. I'll get it right next time. Not bad for an hour's worth of work. It's going to create a lot of goodness for me in the future. What are some of the learning lessons here? So now I've got all this, I know it's dry, I know it's cut to length, I know I can fit it in the stove. There's a good mixture of wood, so you know, you don't just want big logs. You got to start your fire with kindling. You got to have stuff that'll split down nice to make kindling, or make some smaller pieces, and it's all kind of intermixed in there. So as I come out, I can get a good mixture of wood. I'm not stuck with you know, piles of, you know, small rounds that are packed with bark, and then trying to burn the good fat wood that would make some nice kindling. All this stuff that's too long, I'm going to cut back and cut it with a chainsaw. Am I going to cut it in half? No, I'm going to cut it to length. As I continue to fill this shed now, I'm going to get all my wood the same length, about 17 to 18 inches, so it fits in my stove nice. All those little cutoffs I can fit somewhere later. If I'm home alone, I can just, you know, chuck them in the stove willy-nilly just to use them up. Definitely put them to good use, but I'm not just going to cut the long stuff in half, so I continue getting this odd mix of wood sizes. I want it all the same length. And you know, another thing too is the way they had this stacked, everything was kind of on the bottom in a big pile, and so rain that did get under the roof was just getting the bottom wet. The closer you can stack your wood up to the roof, the less of the chance that it's going to get wet, because the roof's going to protect it more. So I want to stack this up as high as it can go. Standing here now, I think I can fit about, let's see, 1, 4, 8 cords of wood in here. Hoping to only go through maybe a cord a year. So if I get this wood shed filled this season, I'm going to have so many seasons worth of wood to burn. And if there's one piece of advice I can give you as a wood burner, whether you're new or whether you've been doing this for a while and just haven't thought about it much, the drier your wood is, the cleaner it's going to burn. The more heat you're going to get, the less heat it's going to go up the chimney with the steam. Trying to dry that wood out. If you can season your firewood a full year, for sure, even a couple years is always good. Do so. So I'm going to continue stacking this. As I work this down, I'm going to fill it left to right, and then as I start adding wood, new wood for the season, I'm going to continue stacking left to right. So the oldest wood's always going to be on the right, and then when I come out here to get some wood, I'm going to start grabbing wood from the left because it's going to be the oldest and the driest. And hopefully by the time I hit that far end, I will be almost through the first row here, and I can start stacking the first row again and just kind of keep that process going left to right. So yeah, happy burning, folks.